Team coverage continues in New Richmond. People who live there are watching the water very closely. Now, we've been monitoring river levels there throughout the day. 9 on your side's Kristen Swilley joins us now live with how the conditions look tonight. Kristen.
Right now.
When we drove over the hill we are now parked on, I can tell you it's pretty obvious we'd come to the end of the road because you can see the rest of the road here covered by water was blocking our path. Now for those who live nearby, it is a game of wait and see.
It's not going to run us off.
Mike Young and his wife have lived here for 44 years, a few feet from one unpredictable neighbor.
Last year I hit about 1.5 feet in my basement.
People from throughout California have been watching and waiting to see if their homes would become islands.
It's pretty close. I mean, you can literally throw a rock from my dining room here and hit the river from here.
On normal days, Young says the Ohio is about 100 feet from his front door. As the rain pours, it's at about 25 feet and counting.
I don't think you ever get used to it, but you just deal with it.
The same is true for the riverfront downtown, where those with Cincinnati parks are fighting to keep attractions afloat.
Down at Smale, we also remove the restrooms underneath the suspension bridge. They're portable trailers that we pull out, as well as there is a foot piano.
At Montgomery and Boathouse, 800 sandbags were piled up to keep the water from pouring in.
They told me they have about 200 more to go for tomorrow.
And Mike Young is ready for whatever comes his way.
Being here that many years and only dealing with it a couple times, that's why we stay here. It's life on the river, but we love it here.
And we will, of course, continue to follow flood conditions, particularly in low-lying areas like these, as the river continues to rise. Reporting live in California, Kentucky this evening, Kristen Swilley, 9 on your side.
All right, Kristen, thank you. We continue our team coverage right now with 9 on your side's Jake Ryle. He joins us live from Covington. The look at the conditions in northern Kentucky. Jake?
Yeah, I think Covington's Riverside Drive really does paint a good picture of what we're seeing on the Kentucky side of the river. Just take a look here and able to see a sign halfway submerged from the rising water of the Ohio River. What you don't see here is any concern in the form of sandbags by the nearby folks' homes. The all too familiar orchestra, the river's rising water, making its way closer to the audience of homes and businesses in Covington. Center stage, Madison Avenue, a flood wall is up. So too are signs pointing folks in the right direction. Interstage left, Ludlow, not afforded the luxury of a flood wall. On Kenner Street, the water hasn't quite made it to street level. The same song on Ohio Street. Just east of downtown Ludlow, a dead end of River Road. Like the name suggests, residents here are used to the river's song. On this stretch of road, neighbors tell me the number they remember is 63. That's how many feet it takes for the road to flood. While they say there were issues during last year's flooding, this year, they're not as concerned. And people here are not being complacent, though. You saw it there with that last piece of video during that story. The road has been shut down here, Riverside Drive, due to the rising flooding waters. We're going to continue to provide updates, and we'll let you know as more roads do continue to close on WCPO.com. For now, reporting live in Covington, Jake Ryle, 9 on your side.
All right, Jake, thank you very much. As a reminder, do not drive into any standing water out there, folks. And it's also a great time to download the Storm Shield app to your smartphone. The app sends weather alerts to your exact location, especially useful for flooding situations, and it's absolutely free.